1,200 pounds. That's right, fits great in your half-ton. It is welded aluminum construction, no wood, got lots of features inside. You're gonna wanna see this, so stick around. Hey everybody, I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV. Today, I'm gonna show you around the Soaring Eagle Adlar 6.5 XLS. This means it has lots of added features and, I don't know, it's got a sink in it. You know, for a truck camper that's this small, that's huge. It's got pretty much a little of everything in it. If you've got a half-ton short bed truck, now by that I mean 6.5 foot bed, this is gonna fit probably all the way in it. It's 6 foot 2 inches long on the base, so you may be able to close your tailgate. That's awesome, right? If you've got a 5.5 foot bed, you've got a really nice center of gravity, so this is something you could consider. What a great treat to get to show this to you. I know we're inside our shop today, not outside in the beautiful weather. It's getting ready to go to a customer, so I'm glad I get to show you the details. Let's go inside. Stepping in, it is a small space, guys, but 6'4" in height, and of course I'm 5 foot, so it's huge space for me. Might be a little closer for you, but still feels very spacious. I'm gonna start right up here with the bed. It is standard the way it is now, 44 inches wide. Now, this piece can slide right out, and you've got an 80 by 81 inch bed. That means you could sleep north-south, because that's what most people want in a truck camper. But you could also just leave it like this, especially if you're a solo traveler. No need for that extra space. It's always there if you want it. Just leave that extra cushion at home because, yeah, if you're not going to make a big bed, it's kind of in the way. Great seating right here. Now, it doesn't pull out to make a bed, but that's okay. This is not meant to sleep a bunch of people. You do have a nice comfy vinyl on here, and it's a nice solid foam, not all squishy and gonna deteriorate on you. Remember, this is a welded aluminum frame camper. Now, you hear that a lot, but this one is completely aluminum. A lot of those aluminum frame trailers and campers, they may just have it in the walls, but this has no wood in it at all. So I'm going to show you some of the composites that are included in here, some of the things that they use to replace what normally would be wood. So what a nice feature here. You've got a deep seat, so if you're taller than me, that's going to feel very comfortable to you. Windows on both sides, so you can get great airflow, and right up in the top, you have the power vent. So you want to create that breeze in here. That power fan's going to do it for you. You've also got a couple of windows up there on the bed area as well. Anytime you can get that airflow, it's great. But you do have an option for a 9.5 AC in the roof. That is an option because I know some of you guys are up north and you don't need that AC. But this one has it. This camper really has every option. So you'll get to see what a fully loaded Adlar 6.5 XLS looks like. All right, right under here where my feet are, they've got storage because in a camper this size, once again, you want to use every square inch. You don't have a board in here that fits all wonky that you have to fit in and out of a frame. It is a nice molded footrest that just lifts up. You've got 2 straps, so it's easy to open, and you've got full storage underneath. Now, in the end of this, you'll see that there's a lithium battery. This camper comes with the 100 amp hour lithium battery. Now, this lithium battery has the internal heat sensor in it, which means that when it gets cold, it is going to warm itself up. You don't have to worry about lithium batteries that won't charge when it gets below freezing. 1 battery in here, and certainly room to add some more if you wanted to do that. You've got space over here. Right now we've got the shore cord in there. So really nice space here and so easy to get to. Let's look at another space right underneath the seat. You've got 2 panels. Again, you've got little holes in it so that you can grab them and open them. But If you lift this off, like I said, so easy to do. Underneath there, you can see the table and the table leg is stored. That is the table that fits right in here, sets up in front of this dinette, and when you're not using it, it fits in that space underneath. That's an unusual feature in a small camper because a lot of times the table has no place to go. Really nice to have that. Now, if you're not going to use the table at all, you could leave that at home and you would have more storage space, right? As you all know, these campers really need to be designed and equipped to fit however you're going to use the camper. So if you're not using that table, yeah, just leave it at home. You got more storage. I want to show you one more thing while we're back here. You have these little panels right here. They're not a panel, they're a little twist off, and that is going to give you access underneath. As you have a truck camper, you've got what we call wings. They're going to be going out on the side. That gives you access down to where your tie downs are hooking to the truck. So you can reach in, hook and unhook as needed. Makes it easy to get to. You've got another one right under here in the cabinet, and you don't need them in the back because that's easy access from the back of the bed. Okay, well, let's scoot over and look at the kitchen here. You've got storage under here. I guess I showed you just a little bit of that. It's open all the way across. And up on top of the counter is the induction stove. Now, again, if it's something that you don't need or aren't going to use, easy to leave it at home because it is removable. But it does come with the camper. It's not an option. Induction stoves, they are so efficient and they're very quick to heat. You do have to have some special pots and pans. A lot of people like cast iron with this, works great. So keep that in mind. If your induction stove doesn't seem to be working, you probably have the wrong pan. Next to that is the sink, and that is the XLS in this camper name. The S means sink. Because the way this is set up, it's meant to be portable and it's meant to be, I don't know, very lightweight. So over here you've got the Dometic faucet. They call it a fump. Faucet and a pump together. So it is pumping out of a 2-gallon tub right underneath. So you could carry extra water. You could get an extra container or just refill this one. And it hooks up with this hose right behind it. And then the faucet is magnetic and just sets right down on the counter. This system is able to be removed, so if you wanted to take it outside, put it on a picnic table, you could do that as well. I don't know, it can go anywhere. That's one of the great things about it. But when it's set up inside, you've got a nice sink, wash your dishes, wash your hands, whatever it is you need inside. Now next to that, we've got a nice Everchill refrigerator. This is the 12-volt model. It's going to be about 3 cubic foot. You've got plenty of space inside. And these 12-volt models that are compressor driven are very efficient. It's going to use only a small amount of that battery power, so you're not going to have any trouble running it when you go down the road or keeping it charged when you stop. Underneath the refrigerator, you have a 110 household plug, and below that, you have a USB plug with the USB-C underneath. And on this side, the 12-volt round plug that you'll see in a lot of the appliances and things like that. Also noting that right up here, you've got another one of the USB-C and the USB plug-ins. And to the right of that, a vent, another 110 right here. So a lot of places right here to plug things in. If you don't have a sink as an option on your camper, then you would have more counter space. But if you get the XLS, that sink comes with it. You can still put your appliances right on top if you're not using it. That works too. So over here, your converter, that of course is converting that 110 power into 12 volt, and it's got all of your fuses and breakers inside. Down below, a battery disconnect. So when you put your camper in storage, you just turn the battery disconnect, and that battery is not being discharged by little LED lights or anything that might give it a draw. And to the right, your switches. Of course, your lights. You have an outside porch light, and then this third one, it's a dead switch, guys. Doesn't do anything, so don't spend hours figuring out what it does. Not connected to anything. But if you wanted to add something in here, because I know so many of you guys that have truck campers like this, you want to rig it out to make it do all the things you want, you could use that switch for one of your toys or gadgets that you want to add. Let's look over here. You do have space up top, a little more storage, and the microwave underneath. A big cabinet right here. Now, in here you'll see you've got some remotes, and you've got a remote for a max air fan. I don't know, these are really handy if you have a really big trailer. But in this, maybe not so much. Even I can reach that fan. So, but you've got great storage right there. Right down here, of course, you've got your fire extinguisher. You guys don't take that out. You might need it. And another 110 plug for you. So easy to access all of these. And let's see, right around this corner, you have another USB and a USB-C plug under the cap. So a lot of plug-in spots. If you're working in your camper, sitting here, setting up the table, working on that laptop, that's going to be really helpful for you. All right, that's the inside. Let's point out a few more things. I want to show you the shades. They've got pleated dark blackout shades in here. The floor, one of my favorites. This is the black coin floor, so it's going to be super easy to clean. You're not going to worry about it getting muddy, getting dirty. Just wipe it down and you're good to go. All right, great little space here. I want to step outside. Let's walk around the outside and show you that. Remember I told you that this was really a loaded camper? Well, I want to review the options real quick because most of the options are on the outside. On the inside, you have the air conditioner, the microwave, and you can get a portable toilet that fits just inside the door on the right, out of the way. Those are the inside options you could get. On the outside, there's quite a few. One of the options is going to be this gray exterior. Otherwise, you're going to get a white exterior. And I just love the dark look of this. The graphics on this are amazing. Another option is going to be electric jacks. Now this one does have the standard jacks on it, but you can get the electric jacks and you can get a removable system. So that if you don't like to have those on there, you just remove them, take them out, store them in the back seat, leave them at home, whatever it is that works for you. Now these are pre-wired for electric jacks, so the plug-in is right up here. It is a very simple change to do. So if you happen to have one that has standard jacks, don't worry about it. You can upgrade without a problem. Now another option is going to be this batwing awning up here. It's going to make some beautiful outdoor shaded space for you. You could also get roof racks or solar panels. You have the option to get an 160-watt solar panel on the roof, or you could get two for 320 watts. So nice system to feed that battery underneath. The last option is a Blackstone griddle. So if you'd like to just add that into your camper package, you can do that from the factory. Now let's talk about the ratchet system here that's going to tie it down to your truck. Just underneath, standard ratchet system. You want to loosen it right there. Pull this out, hook it to whatever tie down point on your truck that you would like to use, and then of course ratchet it back up and get it tightened so that it holds firmly to your truck. All four corners, very easy to do, and you don't need a lot of extra gear on your truck. Now I say that, but you need to know that there are some companies that make some extra tie downs that you can add, but I know many of you are going to use what comes on your truck. It's only 1,200 pounds, so for most of you that shouldn't be a problem. Let's keep looking. You do have a center of gravity noted here. I hope you got to see the graphics on the side. I think they really did a great job with those. Coming around the front, of course, you've got the plug-ins. That is going to be if you add electric jacks. So the jack, if you don't have the electric motor added, you're going to hand crank it with this. Not that difficult to do, just takes a little bit of muscle. It's something I can do, so don't worry about that. If I can do it, anybody can do that. I want to point out that the sink does not, of course, have any tank to catch it in. So you do have a drain right under here on the wing. Very easy to add a hose to it. It is threaded so that you could bring it out away from your camper or put it in some type of container. Shore power plug-in right here, and we are back around. One more thing to point out, when you're connecting to your truck, it plugs in right here underneath the wing, and then that cord simply goes into the plug on the back of your truck, right next to that towing hitch. You might be towing your boat, in which case there are some things that you can buy that will split that plug. And you'll have one plugging into your camper, maybe another one plugging into a trailer or something that you're towing. So, very easy to get connected. They really have done a great job with this 6.5. I love this Adlar camper. It's light, compact, convenient, and it will get you out there wherever you want to go. So if you guys have questions that we didn't answer, just let us know. And in the meantime, I hope you're out there having some fun. I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV, and I'll see you next time.